Hey, welcome back to my channel. Every time stoic. Here's a question that no one dares to ask out loud. Why do some older men, without six-pack abs, without flashy cars, without even speaking, suddenly grab the attention of younger women? Why do these women glance longer, laugh softer, lean in closer, even when they're surrounded by younger, fitter guys? Their age, is it money number? Is it looks? Not quite. The truth is far deeper. It's because these men, these rare few, carry something more valuable than youth. They carry weight, not physical weight, but presence, authority. Calm, a kind of earned gravity that younger men haven't lived long enough to fake. See, most men grow older, but they never grow up. They get jobs, they pay bills, they go grey, but they never master themselves. They still chase approval, still get emotionally reactive, still seek attention instead of commanding respect. But the 1%, the grown men who actually matured, they move like seasoned wolves among barking pups. They walk into a room and own it without a single word. They speak less, but everyone leans in. When they do, they don't try to impress because they've seen enough life to know real power. Never begs for attention, it simply is. And younger women, whether they admit it or not, are biologically wired to notice it, to feel it, to respect it. This video is not about dating tips, it's about transformation. Because if you learn these 10 ways, the rarest men operate men who don't need to prove their manhood because they live it. You won't need tricks, lines, or games. You'll become the kind of man who doesn't chase women of any age because they're too busy trying to understand what it is about you that they can't ignore. So if you've ever wondered what separates grown boys from grown men, what makes younger women turn their heads without knowing why and how, you can build that rare presence that 99% of men will never touch. Don't just watch this video study, live it, because once you internalize what's coming, you'll never move the same again. And neither will the women around you ready to break away from the average. Let's begin. Let's get one thing straight from the beginning. This isn't about being a ladies' man. This isn't about flashy suits, slick lines, or trying to be someone. You're not just to gain female attention. This is about power, real power, the kind that doesn't come from lifting weights, wearing designer watches, or pretending you've got your life together on Instagram. This is about presence, substance, that unshakable core that makes younger women used to being chased by boys, suddenly slow down when a real man walks by. Not because he said something clever, not because he looks like he's 25, but because he carries the unmistakable signature of a man who's done the work, a man who knows who he is and doesn't flinch. You see, most men today are aging but not evolving. They reach 30, 40, 50, but they're still emotionally. 19, still fragile, still searching for meaning in the eyes of others. But the 1%, they've stepped into a deeper arena. They've been tempered by life, not broken by it. They don't get pulled by chaos. They anchor it, and this shift, this internal transformation, it doesn't just affect them. It affects everyone in their orbit, especially younger women. Because the truth is, most younger women have never met a man like this. They've seen confident boys, cocky guys, and smooth talkers, but not depth, not integrity, not a man who sees through them and sees into them when a woman feels that, when she senses that calm depth, that masculine gravity, her nervous system responds before her mind. Just she leans in, she opens up, she respects, admires, and yes, she desires him. Not because he tried, but because he didn't need to. That's what this video is about. 10 behaviors, 10 internal shifts that separate grown men from grown boys. The habits, beliefs, and micro moves that build respect in silence. Attraction without effort and presence. Without ego, these are not tricks. These are truths, and they're rare, because only 1% of men ever learn them. Even fewer live them. But after today, you can be one of them. So lean in, because the game changes right now. They own their silence, mastering the power of quiet presence. Most men are terrified of silence, rushing to fill every pause with noise, often meaningless chatter or forced humor. But the truly grown man understands silence as a language all its own, a powerful tool that commands respect and attention without uttering a single word. When he holds silence confidently, it sends an unmistakable message. I am comfortable with myself and I don't need to prove anything. This calm, magnetic presence invites curiosity and draws others in, because it's rare to find someone who can simply be without anxiety or desperation for validation. Younger women instinctively pick up on this energy, sensing a man who is centered emotionally, secure, and quietly powerful. The mastery of silence is the foundation of profound attraction. It signals emotional strength, patience, and an unshakable core they speak with. Purpose and precision, every word matters. Words are not just sounds, they are the currency of influence and connection. The 1% of men understand this better than most. They don't waste breath on idle or shallow talk. Instead, their words are deliberate, meaningful, and layered with depth. They ask insightful questions that reveal genuine interest and listen, not just to respond, but to truly understand their speech. Carries weight and clarity, captivating the attention of those around them. Younger women notice this immediately, because in a world saturated with noise and superficiality, a man who communicates with intention stands out as rare and valuable. His words build bridges, spark curiosity, and foster intimacy in ways that casual banter never could. They take radical responsibility, owning their life without excuses. Many men spend their energy blaming circumstances, other people, or their past for their shortcomings. In contrast, the 1% take full ownership of their reality, without excuses, complaints, or victim mentality. This radical responsibility is magnetic because it demonstrates emotional maturity and resilience. Younger women are naturally drawn to men who can face life's challenges, head on without breaking down or shifting blame. A man who owns his successes and failures alike exudes a grounded strength that promises stability and trustworthiness. This sense of accountability not only attracts respect, but creates a foundation where deep emotional bonds can form, because it signals a man who won't abandon his role or responsibilities. When things get tough, they lead with quiet authority, inspiring without domination. True leadership is not about controlling or overpowering others. It's about embodying calm confidence and guiding through example and empathy. The rare grown man leads with a quiet but undeniable authority that commands respect. Without demanding it, his presence creates safety and inspires those around him to rise to their best selves. Younger women are attuned to this subtle dynamic they sense when a man carries himself like a steady anchor, rather than a storm to be feared. This kind of leadership is magnetic because it fills a primal need for security, respect, and direction. Without any arrogance or aggression, it invites trust and admiration, naturally drawing others toward him. Effortlessly, they build trust through consistency. Actions speak louder than words in a world of broken promises and flaky behavior. The 1% distinguish themselves by their unwavering consistency. They don't just talk about their values. They live them daily through reliable, dependable actions, whether it's showing up on time, keeping commitments, or following through on small details. Their integrity shines through their behavior. Younger women are instinctively drawn to this steady presence because it creates a deep sense of safety and reliability. Trust isn't built overnight, but through countless small moments of dependability that prove he can be counted on. This slow, steady attraction forms a rock-solid foundation for any meaningful connection and distinguishes him from the vast majority who talk more than they act. They cultivate emotional mastery, feeling fully without being controlled. Emotional intelligence is one of the greatest markers of grown masculinity. The 1% don't suppress their feelings, nor are they ruled by them. Instead, they acknowledge emotions, process them privately, and respond with balance and clarity. This emotional mastery creates a calm, grounded presence that feels safe and compelling. Younger women notice when a man is not overwhelmed by mood swings or reactive outbursts, but rather navigates his inner world with grace and strength. It signals that he can handle life's emotional ups and downs without breaking or lashing out, which is deeply reassuring. This kind of emotional control enhances his aura of power and stability, qualities that inspire attraction and respect. They relentlessly pursue growth, never settling for comfort. Complacency is the enemy of greatness. The 1% reject comfort zones and continually seek growth. Whether in their mind, body, or spirit, they are constantly evolving, learning new skills, deepening their wisdom, and refining their character. This relentless pursuit of improvement makes them dynamic and captivating. Younger women are wired to seek vitality and potential, and a man committed to growth signals a promising future worth investing in. It's not about perfection, but progress, and this drive for betterment radiates an energy of ambition and purpose. This magnetism comes from knowing that he is on a journey upward, always expanding his horizon and refusing to stagnate. They protect their boundaries, respecting themselves and demanding respect. Healthy boundaries are a silent but powerful language of attraction. The 1% know how to protect their time, energy, and values. They say no without guilt, prioritize what matters most, and don't sacrifice their integrity to please others. This self-respect commands respect back, especially from younger women who crave clarity and strength in a man's character. When a man maintains strong boundaries, he shows that he values himself and expects others to do the same. This creates an aura of confidence and decisiveness that is irresistibly attractive. Boundaries are not walls, but gates that keep his life aligned with his deepest priorities. Something every woman senses deeply, they maintain a strong physical presence. Discipline that speaks volumes. Physical care is a reflection of inner discipline and respect. The 1% invest time and effort into maintaining their body, not out of vanity, but as a fundamental act of honouring themselves. Their posture, gait, and overall bearing communicate strength, vitality, and self-control. Younger women notice this physical presence immediately, even before words are spoken. It signals health energy and the kind of discipline that transcends looks. It's about how a man carries himself with intention and pride. This presence is primal and magnetic, a subtle yet powerful attraction factor rooted in biology and psychology alike. They live with clear purpose anchored by meaning beyond themselves. Above all, the rare grown men live with a clear driving purpose that shapes every aspect of their lives. They aren't aimlessly drifting, but are anchored by values, goals, and a mission that gives their existence meaning. This sense of purpose fuels their actions, decisions, and presence. Younger women feel this deeply because purpose radiates meaning, passion, and direction, qualities that spark deep admiration and attraction. A man with purpose becomes a beacon, a force that invites connection to something greater. This is not just about ambition, but about living a life aligned with authentic values. It creates an irresistible aura of significance that most men never develop, but every woman unconsciously seeks. As we reach the end of this deep dive into the rare qualities that set the top 1% of grown men apart, it's crucial to pause and reflect on what this truly means. These are not just superficial tricks or fleeting behaviours designed to impress. No, this is about embodying a level of maturity, self-awareness, and intentionality that fundamentally transforms how you move through the world and how others perceive you when you cultivate these habits. Owning your silence, speaking with precision, taking radical responsibility, leading with quiet authority, building trust through consistency, mastering your emotions relentlessly, pursuing growth, protecting your boundaries, maintaining a strong physical presence, and living with unwavering purpose. You step into a space of power and attraction that's far beyond the ordinary. Younger women, and frankly, anyone with eyes to see, can feel the difference. When a man lives like this, it's not about chasing validation or trying to impress. It's about becoming a man of value, depth, and authenticity. That kind of magnetic presence draws attention naturally because it signals something profoundly rare and valuable, a man who is fully himself and refuses to settle for anything less. If you're serious about leveling up your life and embodying the qualities of that 1%, not just to attract others, but to command respect and build a meaningful life, then this is the path forward. Take time to internalize these lessons, put them into practice daily, and watch how your relationships and your confidence transform from the inside out. If this video resonated with you, if you found value in these insights, then I invite you to join our community here at Every Time Stoic. By hitting that subscribe button, dive deeper into Every Time Stoic, life lessons, and real masculine growth. Share this video with someone who needs to hear this message, because true growth is contagious and powerful when shared. And before you go, leave a comment below telling me which of these 10 things you're going to start working on first. Let's hold each other accountable and grow stronger together. Remember, the journey to becoming the rare man that others notice and respect is not a race, but a steady, deliberate walk. Keep showing up for yourself every day. I am here with you every step of the way. Thanks for watching Every Time Stoic. Until next time, stay strong, stay wise, and keep mastering the art of living.